Playing as a running back in Madden 23 is potentially the most enjoyable position in the game. Not only do you have multiple options in how you can play, but you're also responsible for a large proportion of your team's offense. If you want to succeed as a running back, you're going to need a build that fits your playstyle. So we're going to be giving you the best running back builds in Madden 23. For all the Derrick Henry fans out there, the power runner build is the build for you. With this, you'll be tearing through the opposition's defense whilst bullying them along the way. For physique, you'll need to choose balanced as you get the juke perks and also the added truck perks. Then for the abilities, you'll want the freight train X Factor, reach for it, armbar, speed, and then finally break tackle. This build revolves around you taking on your man for power and then getting away from them with your speed. You can use juke and spin moves to beat them as well, but your best bet is to hit them with stiff arms and slight movements that throw them off. When running, you'll need to build up your momentum to fully take advantage of the build, so doing spin moves will only work if you're being confronted by a deep safety and he's the last man to beat. Otherwise you'll slow down too much and will likely end up being tackled. The abilities armbar, break tackle and the freight train X Factor all work together to make you almost unstoppable when rushing. Depending on who is attempting to tackle you, stiff arms alone can usually put a stop to them. More often than not, it's gonna take a few defensive players to finally get you on the floor. The great thing about this build is your versatility. Having that extra speed boost from the ability means you can run either inside or outside and find success. The only thing I wouldn't recommend doing is receiving the ball, as all your attention should be on getting the ball and driving at the defensive line. If your playstyle is more focused around receiving the ball, then you need to try out our Christian McCaffrey build. Start off with the agile physique, then select the satellite X Factor, matchup nightmare, jukebox, speed and break tackle. Where this build excels is in its ability to both run with the ball and receive the ball. This allows for flexibility when choosing which place to run and means you can punish the opposing defense in a variety of different ways. The matchup nightmare ability and satellite X Factor both help you out when catching the ball in single coverage, and boost your ability to run after that catch is made. This will be crucial when getting away from your coverage and makes this build a scoring machine. Jukebox and speed will grant you the ability to beat coverage in more creative ways whilst maintaining momentum. This isn't the main purpose of the build, but can be extremely handy when you need to beat the final man or gain some extra yards. Finally, the break tackle ability gives you that extra edge when running after contact. This will help a ton when getting those first downs or when you're getting breakaway touchdowns. Overall, this build is a lot of fun and will provide you with a load of highlight reel plays. If you're looking to be the star man for your team and the focal point of the offense, you have to try it. If you want to be a jack of all trades as a running back, then you should probably go for our all-round build, which plays like a number of different NFL running backs, but for reference we're going to say it plays like Dalvin Cook. Select the agile physique and choose the first one free X Factor. Then go with matchup nightmare, jukebox, speed and either spin or juke move. When using this build, you'll be effective at running, receiving, trucking and juking, but not outstanding at any of them, which will allow you to fit in with any offensive system. This is especially good for face of the franchise as it means you don't have to think about how a team plays when choosing who to play for. By using the juke or spin ability and the first one free X Factor, you're able to get the better of your cover and evade more tackles. So if rushing is your game, these are going to help you out massively. As for the other abilities, matchup nightmare will give you a higher chance of successfully catching under single coverage, and then speed is pretty much self-explanatory. It lets you run quicker, which in Madden goes a long way. Unless you want to excel in one thing specifically, this build will cover all playstyles. So if you're not sure how you want to play at the moment, start by giving this one a try and changing to something else later on if there's a specific way that you like to play the most. If this video helped you out, be sure to check out the video on screen now as I can guarantee it will help you even more.